Greatness is not something that you meet once. It's something that you meet thousands of fucking times in your life, and you don't reach it if you're not constantly in constant fucking pursuit of greatness.
If you're gonna have a true dog mentality, you're gonna wake up every day and grind.
It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be fun. Do something that sucks every single day of your life. That's how you grow.
People give themselves an excuse all the time when they say he's built different. Well, if you mean he gets up earlier, he stays later, he does stuff for others, he asks questions, he's humble, he works really hard when no one's around, then yeah, he's built different. You wake up earlier than people, you stay later than people, you stay humble, you work harder than anyone when no one's there. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves soon will label you as he's built different. He's built different should be your label because people feel bad about themselves.
You're setting the example every single day of your life.
When something sucks, good. It's gonna make me tougher. It's gonna give me a good story to tell, so bring it.
Learn to bring that savage mentality out of yourself. The animalistic motherfucker. You think a savage gives a fuck about how he feels or how she feels? Then just do it. Stop looking for a feeling to control what goes on in your life.
Some of you are not successful because you think effort is success. You think because you put in 40 hours that you're supposed to get something because you put in 40. It don't work like that in the school of hard knocks. They don't care how many hours you put, they just want to see the execution. So you feeling in your spirit like, yo, but I did just as much as he did. I studied just as much as he studied. It doesn't matter. You just gotta execute.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
A true dog mentality is not enough you made to the NFL. Be the fucking MVP. It's not enough you ran a 5K. Win a 10K. It's not enough you became a doctor. Be a better doctor. It's not enough you lost 50 pounds. Go out there and do something with it.
And you gotta get to the point where no other human wants it for you more than you want it for you.
Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? And why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
The only one that can make it happen for you is you.
It's you against you out there. You have to think I am the best guy out there.
You want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people.
You got to be the one to get up every morning, be disciplined, put in the consistent daily hard work because that gains success. It's always you versus you.
Worry about yourself, worry about what you're doing, and worry about where you're going, and only where you're going to be your best self.
You're gonna do whatever it takes. Do you hear me? You're gonna go your own way. You're gonna do what they won't do. You're gonna be smart, and you are gonna win.
You're after the peace and the happiness and the pride that comes with knowing exactly what the f you're made of.
A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process.
When nobody knows what you're doing, when you put in those extra reps, it's the process that makes you sweet. I'm telling you that you gotta be possessed with the vision.
I don't care about when. I just want to keep coming after you.
You're gonna knock down whatever that rock is that's in between you and your dream. You're gonna keep after. You're gonna be relentless. You're not gonna give in. You're gonna be the person who stays excited until the entire job gets done, until that dream is real. And you know long term, all these other people, they're gonna flinch, they're gonna get weak, and you won't.
In all times when you want to quit, because we're all human. You make sure you remember one thing. All those times and hours and days you sacrifice to be the best.
There is a difference between passion and obsession. When you're passionate, everybody cheers you on. They're stoked for you. Oh, you found your passion? Awesome. Follow your passion. Live with passion. Be passionate. Chase your passions. Everything, like passion. Passion's good. Like, the world's gonna be like, yay, passion. When you're obsessed, they're like, why you gotta be so crazy? Why can't you be satisfied? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time with it? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. So it's different. If no one thinks you're crazy, you're not yet operating to the outer limits of your potential. You're not there yet. Because somebody in your life should say, man, you really care about this in like a crazy way.
The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you're gonna fly. It's grind season, homie.
There's another kind of instinct that you need to be on the lookout for, and this one is a liar. This one is a saboteur. This one is a backbiter. This is the instinct that says, you've had enough. You've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. You can rest now. Do not listen to that instinct. Do not listen. And that is the instinct you need to fight. You need to push back, to smash into the ground. Train that instinct. Train it to say, get up, go, fight on.
You don't punish yourself, it's never gonna happen. You don't punish yourself, somebody say, you're losing weight. I punish myself. I don't eat meat no more. That's a punishment. I had to give something up to go up. What do you give up? Do you not watch TV? That's your problem. You getting to watch TV and not make money and still survive. The reason why you broke is because you getting a reward and you ain't working.
You gotta stop playing. Most of you, what happens is, when everything is favorable, you a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You gotta grow up. You gotta be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You gotta be when you feel good person, when you sick person, when you tired person.
And you don't get here by quitting when you tired. You get here by quitting when you finish, when you done. You don't stop when you tired. You stop when you done. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. Execution is worship. Greatness is in you. But the problem is, somebody's gotta push you. The problem is, somebody's gotta give you a reward. Somebody's got a project. The problem is, you're not self-motivated. You have to stay in beast mode. And so I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, technically, you can go back to sleep, technically. But Eric Thomas, if you go back to sleep, you might not wake up to 3:30. You might not wake up to 4 o'clock. And if you wake up at 4 o'clock, Eric, for 30 minutes of sleep, you might be pushing your goals back a week. You might be pushing your goals back a month. You might be pushing your goals back an entire year by sleeping for 2 hours because you missed an opportunity.
What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what it is you know you're supposed to do, or you get to take the play off because no one's gonna know the difference? Because it's really easy for anybody to come to work on the days they feel like killing it and killing it. But what happens on the days that you don't feel like killing it? What happens on the days that you don't feel like getting out of bed? Because those are the days that are going to define where you end up in your life. There are going to be days where you do not feel like doing anything. Those days are going to be there no matter what path you take.
That voice, that nagging voice of weakness, the one that tells you to back off, to simmer down, to take it easy. When you hear that voice, tell it no.